Hello, welcome to another microbit video with me, Mr. Morrison. Today we are going to create another radio project and I call this yes no questions. So somebody can be holding one microbit and they ask a question and I'm going to say yes or no to the answer to the question and they get the answer appearing on their microbit like this. And this works both ways. It's the same code that's on each microbit. So I can send a yes, and I can send a no. I could even set it up to send a maybe. I haven't got that set up, but it is possible. But let's get coding. So for our yes, no questions project, we're going to need on start, and we're not going to need forever. So I'm going to take away forever. We're going to have a few things going on here. So first I'm going to find button A. And I'm going to go into the radio and we're going to set radio group. Now remember, make sure this number is the same on all the microbits you're using as a group, but if there's other groups in the room, they need to have different numbers. Then on button A pressed, we're going to have radio send string, and we're going to send a string of yes, and I'm going to have an icon. And I'm going to say tick, so tick, and then I'm going to do pause, and then the pause is 500, and then I'm going to clear the screen. So there's my send yes, tick, 500 and clear screen. And then I'm going to duplicate this because I'm going to need very similar for the next one. So I'm going to change it to B, and instead of yes, I'm going to put no. Instead of tick, I'm going to put a cross and the rest stays the same. So that saved me a lot of time there. So the right click duplicate is a time saver for coding, particularly when there's repeats, because you want to be as efficient as you can when you're coding something. Next, we're going to have on radio received string. So on radio received string. And then this is a little bit complicated. So we're going to go into logic and we're going to get the if true then else loop. But we need an extra block inside here. So I'm going to press the plus button, but I don't need this extra bit beyond the else. So I'm going to take that away. But now I have the false thing here. So the else if statement. So that's just a slightly more complex statement than we've used before. Then I'm going to go into comparison. I'm going to find the one that's got equals, but the one that's got equals and the little speech marks, red speech marks, not the numbers, because we're going to have ones that equal numbers. So then I'm going to drag in a received string, and then this one's going to be yes, and I'm going to duplicate that bit and change it to no in here. So now I have my received saying yes and received saying no. I then just need a new thing to happen for these. Now I'm going to again use my duplicate, but I'm only needing these 3 blocks from inside here. So I'm going to get rid of the other ones, put them in there. And then I'm going to duplicate the B one. And again, I only need these 3 blocks, show icon, drop it in. So there is my completed code. Download this onto 2 microbits and see if it works. And I hope to see you in another video very soon.